why? Why? Why are we in this market? What's kind of driving the appreciation and these kind of, what I would call, a sticker tag, shock from buyers and sellers, counting all their dough? I mean, why?
Great question, and interesting. In its simplest form, it is supply and demand. And as interest rates have fallen over the past few years, that obviously has created huge demand for housing. Back in 1981, I remember when interest rates, truly 18%. And to me, I've always felt like a 6%, 7% rate was kind of about right. That was pretty normal. And something below 6% was like, wow, that's
Right.
5 point something. That's amazing. And, these historically low interest rates obviously make homes more affordable. And that has driven huge demand for properties. Then the other thing, it's interesting that I think a lot of people don't know, is what else has driven demand for property. And that is the demand by institutional investors for rental. So right now in Arizona, it's estimated that 20 to 25% in some areas of the homes that would normally be purchased by you and me for our family, that they're being purchased by investors for rental. So that has added a component of demand that we've not previously had in Arizona or in this country. And some of those investors are major institutions, corporations that are accumulating thousands of homes all over the country because they view an investment in real estate to perhaps be better than stock or other areas. So we have two big components. We have the normal person, the family that would buy, and that's being driven by low interest rates. And then we have the institutional investors, and that's a new type of demand we've seen over the years. So that is creating huge demand on the market. And then on the supply side, we've obviously had, you've heard the old, now it's a cliche, the supply chain issues. So you have the supply chain issues, which are continuing to inhibit the number of new homes that can be built. And then a lot of people refinance their homes when interest rates were down around 3 or even below. And they are reluctant right now to sell because interest rates are a bit higher. Those factors are causing a massive imbalance with very low supply and very high demand. And that's a problem that I don't think is going to go away anytime soon.
It's really the perfect storm, isn't it? I mean, when you kind of look at this market, and I look at it a lot, it's I look at it and all these factors contribute, and it's really, perfect storm keeps coming to my mind. Hey, Mitch, in the last couple of years, I'd like you to kind of talk about the listeners. I know folks that have refinanced or purchased money in buying. From your perspective in the industry, I know there's been challenges. Share some of kind of volume, what you've seen in the last couple of years due to this interest rate environment.
Yes, absolutely. We've seen a big difference in applications coming in, purchases, for sure, refinances. A lot of people taking advantage of lower rates, but those are starting to taper off now, as Greg mentioned, that the rates are starting to increase a bit. But I want to go back to Greg's point on the inventory. So what's really picked up in the past couple of years is construction lending. So as you may or may not know, the bank does offer a one-time construction loan program, which is very competitive, great program. And I've seen probably triple the volume come in for that product. And I just see, because of the inventory being so low, now people are like, okay, there's not houses available for me to buy, so why don't I just go buy my own? The other side is, with COVID, you had people sitting in their houses and working from home, staring at the walls. And I think that that caused a lot of people to look around and say, you know what, we need to do some renovations. So a lot of people also doing, cash out refinances and the construction lending as well. But I do see the refinances tapering off, but purchases and the construction lending, those are still great rates right now, even though they're talking about them going up. I'm sure we'll get into that here in a bit. But yes, definitely business has been absolutely nuts for the past couple of years.